I'm ready. Like many young boys, my dad was my hero. He was funny, outgoing, and had the biggest heart that you could ever imagine. My dad was in the United States Navy and sailed on the USS Intrepid. This took him all around the world. He loved being in the Navy. When he came back home from active service, he had a really difficult time getting acclimated to civilian life and got hooked up with the wrong crowd. This led to a string of really poor choices. And then when I was 9 years old, my dad was incarcerated. It broke my heart. I tried everything in my power to fix it. I really thought that as his son that I could make it better, but I couldn't. And I was devastated. My dad and I continued to develop a father-son relationship through letters and phone calls and sometimes even visits. This lasted throughout my preteen and teen years. And during that time, I lived with my mom. She was a single mom, and my older brother. And we lived in a really nice house in a nice neighborhood, went to good schools. But my dad made me a promise that when he came back home from prison, he would get himself together, get an apartment, and I would come live with him. That was my dream, to go live with my dad. Well, when I was 16 years old, my dad did come home from prison. And he got into programs to try to get himself together, to get back on his feet. And he went from program to program and sometimes even job to job and homeless shelter to homeless shelter, but really couldn't get back on his feet. Then when I was 18 years old, my dad died. Never getting that opportunity to fulfill that promise. And, all my adult life, I've wondered what could have happened if my dad would have gotten involved in a program that didn't just focus on one aspect of his life, but focused on the whole of his life, mind, body, and soul. That's what we do here at Volunteers of America. We don't just focus on material needs. We're not just a human services organization, but we're also a ministry of service. We focus on the whole of a person, mind, body, and soul. And so although I didn't get the opportunity to bring my dad back home, every day I work with an amazing team of people, and we get a lot of fathers reconnected with their families. I'm James Marshall, and I'm the Chief Ministry Officer of Volunteers of America.